Alex Reads. So in today's video, we are going to talk about everything that is Black romance slash erotica. I have gotten into this genre recently and I've said it so many times when I am in, a reading slump. I like urban fiction, I like African novels, and I like slash romance slash erotica. And when I tell you those get me where I need to be, and I have a list that I just absolutely adore and love. Also too, I've discovered new Black romance slash erotic authors, and I wanted to share some with you because these authors are they're just off the chain. So let's just get started. So the first one, she's well known when it comes to erotic, especially in the Black community, in the Black, erotic arena, and I would say it is Zane. Now, this actually was the first Zane book I read. It's called Nervous. I like this book because although obviously it's full of sex, clearly, but there's a storyline to this book. The main girl, her name is, I always get her name wrong. It's Janetta, I think that's how you say her name. Oh Lord. But she has an alter ego named Jude. Now, she has this disorder. It's like a personality disorder. It's actually a real disorder where she doesn't know who she is. She doesn't know what she did and all of this. And like her regular side, she's real, sweet, really calm, shy. But when Jude come out, you don't mess with Jude. Jude gets everybody together. She be just sleeping with everybody. But again, like I said, obviously it has sexual ties to it, but it's a storyline, meaning that she explores why is she doing this. You see everything from her childhood, from her work life, just all of it. One thing that frustrates me is, you guys remember when obviously 50 Shades of Grey came out and people were making that such a phenomenon. Like, that ain't nothing new. Zane been doing it for years, and Zane has multiple books. Also too, she just doesn't have series. She has standalones. No shade to 50 Shades of Grey, but that's all a whole series. And then her other books that she's trying to do, nobody don't care about them. Please, let's put Zane on the map, because Zane's a GOAT, okay? And that writing is it's fantastic. Like I said, she tells a story. I adore Zane. Also too, when I read this, I wanted to read more of her works, but I also got into, it's called Zane Presents, which are other Black romance slash erotica authors. So she like edits them, and then there's, like I said, multiple authors. So it's kind of like an anthology. This one is Do What You Gotta Do by Christine Young Robinson. This was okay. I liked it. This one I haven't read yet. This is Caramel Flavor. And it has authors like Nikki Sinclair, I do know her, Michelle D. Leon, Teresa Lamai, who else? Kai Williams, never heard of that, Pat Tucker. So those just to name a few. And then the last one is Cater to You. And I think this is actually by Shamara Ray. So I haven't read this one either, but when it says Zane Presents, I'm like, I have to get it, because again, Zane's just a GOAT. So yeah. Next is Krueger Cocktails. I listened to this on audio. It's by I think her name is Natyse, N''Tyse. She was the editor. So basically this is a whole they're like short stories, and every story is about an older woman that gets involved with a younger man. And I actually like this because although like the women are like in their 40s, which is still young, but the men are like 21 to about 25. But some of the men that are actually in the story, they're real mature for their ages. It wasn't like, oh, I'm dealing with this little, knucklehead. You have some stories that were kind of like, obviously there's going to be a maturity gap as a 40-year-old woman and then a 20-something-year-old man. But I still really enjoyed it. Again, the writing was off the chain, and I liked listening to them. I discover, I like listening and reading, these novels, romance novels, erotica novels. But that was like the first time I actually listened to something of that genre and discovered that I actually really liked them. So yeah. Next is Full Figured. Now this is a series of, I think it's like 7 or 8 books, but they're also by, it's like Full Figure, but they're different authors, telling stories, so like short stories. The one I liked is Full Figured by Brenda Hampton, and her story is 1 through 3. So there's 3 books in the series, and it talks about a lady named Desiree and a man named Rock. Desiree is 40 years old and Rock is 24 years old. Desiree is she is newly divorced. She has a son that is in college. He's a freshman in college. Her husband Reggie, they divorced because he cheated, and she works as a secretary, and she just like living her life, just getting over her divorce. It's still brand new. She still kind of has feelings for her husband. So Rock comes in the picture because he owns a, what is it called? A car wash, and she gets her car washed, and, they talk, and she's like, I'm not dealing with this boy. He's 24 years old. Like, seriously, he's almost the same age as my son. But then things just go kind of good, and they start kicking it, and he is mature, but it's still some aspects. It's like, I'm not playing these games with you, like, what do we want to do, but I still really liked it. It was, like I said, 1 through 4, and I love the end because you got closure. It was a happy ending, but that drama was everything I needed to be. Sometimes it frustrated me, but you guys know I always say I love drama in my books, and it got me where I need to be. So yeah. Next is 8 by Riley Adams. Now she writes novellas, and I came across this on Amazon. I think I was buying a Zane book, and they have like the suggestions, and I came across this one first. It's called 8, and girl, oh Lord, this one is about a woman named Tempest Clark. She is an author. She just got like her book deal or something, and she wants to celebrate with her friend. So she hires like a private chef, and they're gonna just catch up, hang out. But her friend, I think she gets like sick, and she's like, I'm so sorry I can't meet with you, we got to do another time. And she's like, well, you know what, I'm still gonna have the dinner, I want to celebrate my success. So you have this private chef that comes over named Russ. Yeah, Russ. And girl, it is in the name. Okay, that's all I gotta say. One thing I like about her books, well, like I said, they're novellas. They're like 40 to like 50 or 60 pages, so they're like real quick reads. So after I got this one, I got Surrender. This one was a good one. I got Ho Ho Ho, A Christmas Short. This one was really good. And then I got Deeper. So I like these. I'm going to continue to get more of hers, especially like the shorter ones, because like I can just read these like in a in a day. And yeah, but guys, get into this, especially this one. This one was real good, and I love the way these end. Yeah, so get into this. Okay. And then the last one is The Side Chick by Kat. I listened to this also. This one got me. So this one is about a married couple named Charles and Mary Bivens, I believe. Yeah. Now they are a married couple. Charles has been cheating on her since they got together. They have 2 children. One is like in high school, one is in college, a boy and a girl. And she already knows he's cheating on her with like his secretary. And it's kind of like it is what it is. She's just accepted it basically. She doesn't like it, but her thing is, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't really have any options, so whatever. So one day she goes to the spa with her daughter, and she gets a massage by a woman named Mahogany. And like, it was, she trying to give her a happy ending. And so her thing is like, I'm not attracted to women. Like, what in the world is going on? Like, I don't know. So, they start talking or whatever, and then they just like, they have a relationship basically. And he doesn't know anything about it. And her thing is like, he doing him, I'm gonna do me, whatever. I really like this story. I'm not even gonna front you. I liked it. Now, one thing that just kind of got me, the ending was horrible because there was a cliffhanger. But I would say, although I did not like the ending, it still kind of made up for all the drama that I was kind of like, when I read it, I'm like, no, why did she do that? What's she gonna do? Where are they gonna go? What's gonna happen? But then I was like, you know what? It still was good. I like that, that tea and that drama. I just wish they kind of had I need some closure. As you guys know, I always say closure. I need some closure in my books. What's gonna happen? Okay. I don't like cliffhangers. But this one, although I didn't like it again, I still could deal with it because it had a lot of drama and tea, from point A to point B. So yeah, guys. So that's all I have. I just wanted to give you my top 5. And also too, the full figure, I forgot to say, that is Carl Weber Presents. So that's the same thing like the Zane Presents. You have multiple authors. I really like those because you see what stories you like, you see what authors you like. They're anthologies basically. You guys know I love anthologies. So if you are looking, for more, I would say erotic / romance novels, your go-to is going to be anthologies because they're, multiple authors and you see who you like, who you don't like. And that's one thing I love about it. I can see, okay, I like that story. Okay, I don't like that story. By me really diving into those anthologies, I realized I really like Brenda Hampton. I have reviewed a book by her before, and it was because of me reading these anthologies. So yeah, guys, that's all I have for you. Please check these books out, and if you read any, please tell me. Also too, if you have any more recommendations when it comes to these, please tell me because I eat these books up. Okay. So yeah, guys, that's all I have for you. I'll be back with more Black books. Bye.